So let's start with uninformed optimism. Who here has seen this? This is stages of change, stage of transition. Anyone seen this chart before? Okay, cool, not a lot of you, perfect. So there are 5 steps, and I remember the first time I saw this, it changed my life. Whenever you're analyzing something new, who here has had a buddy tell you about something that they're doing and they're making a lot of money doing it, and then you immediately feel shitty about what you're doing and then think, I should get out of my opportunity vehicle, go over here and do what they're doing? Who has felt that? Thank you, everyone has. The reason is because we're at step 1, which is uninformed optimism. You don't know enough about what they're saying, they're just giving you the highlights. They're giving you the Instagram reel. They're not giving you the real. Yeah. Once you decide to get out of your little vehicle and then go over there, then you tell your buddy, you're like, hey, why am I not making money? He's like, oh, well, there's like 100 other fucking steps that I didn't talk to you about in the beginning, but and it's actually nearly impossible, and I got really lucky that one time. And now all of a sudden it looks like all the people at your old job are making more money than you. But yeah, let's keep doing it. So you move to stage 2, which is informed pessimism. You are now aware of the shit that is involved to make the money that you want in this new thing. Now you think, okay, this is probably the worst part. But then time elapses, and it's still shitty, and you still haven't made money yet. It blows more now because you have invested more time and still have 0. So your actual output to time is lowering, which is why it's so painful, which is where people get into the crisis of meaning. Why the fuck am I doing this? What does money even matter anyways? You know what? I'd be happier if I just spent more time with my kids. You change your goal because you encounter difficulty. And so what happens most times is that people then crash and burn. Okay, so if you're at the crisis of meaning, this is where most people offshoot. What happens here, where that 4th dot there on the bottom, if I were to cross it out and write uninformed optimism again, that's what most of you do. You find about something cool, informed pessimism, it kind of sucks. Oh shit, it's way harder than I thought. Uninformed optimism, I'll try something else. And then you do it again and again and again. And the difference between video games and real life, where you face the boss and you can't pass the level until you beat the boss, is that when you die in the video game, you restart a few seconds later. In the game of entrepreneurship, you start years later. This is why people don't progress. They keep fighting the same boss that can't learn the same fucking lesson. They keep losing. You keep fighting the same boss, and the boss is being able to stick with it. Is getting through, in different charts on this, the crisis of meaning is also called the valley of despair, is getting through. From there, you get into informed optimism. You figure out that little thing, you're like, I had to do this one thing, and then this started working, and then, you know what, I found out I could clean the list through this tool I found on the internet because I joined this forum, and they started doing that, and then all of a sudden my pickup rates tripled, right? Or my response rates tripled, or my throughput on my website went up, whatever it is, right? And so you have to get through that piece. Then you get to informed optimism, and then number 6, you achieve. And then all your friends are like, yo, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, I got this thing. And then all of them come, right? That is where most people start something new, over and over and over again, and they don't learn the lesson. And so this is what their life looks like. Over and over and over and over again. Who here has more than one business in the last 24 months? Be honest. Thank you for being honest. I appreciate it. First thing, it's normal. I had 9 businesses and I was broke. So I say this with the pain of experience. I'm not saying this to be on a pulpit. I'm saying it because the faster you can get through it, the faster you will start making money. You have to beat the boss. Everyone thinks the grass is greener, but the other side's still lined with shit. So, that's why the grass is so green. There's shit everywhere. I have a CFO who's been with us for a long time. She went through all of our exits last year. She's probably almost 60. And she has this saying, she's like, it's all shit. Doesn't matter what business it is, they all got shit. She's Southern. And Suzanne's awesome. But it just always reminds me of this, is that there's always shit. And whenever we're starting something new, we encounter something that we didn't know before, and we're like, oh, this makes this shittier. And then we think, well, are we going to jump out? No. Well, this is new information. Great. We're more informed. Fantastic. So that is the thing number 1 that is keeping you poor, uninformed optimism.